We got to talk about this wonderful haunted house
Oh my
that
goodness.
we
Oh
went
my
to.
gosh, I heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go.
Yeah,
But
so
I can't wait to see
it's a haunted house within a haunted house. Okay,
What?
I mean, yeah, Camille missed out. So
I'm
but
glad I
we
missed
were
out, to
freaking
be
out.
honest.
So Dan and Connie Lefevre, both school teachers, and put on this haunted house to raise funds to refurbish the hotel, which was built in the 1800s.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So Malik, our producer Emily, shout out to Emily, and I went to check it out, but it actually took another turn that none of us were expecting. So check it out. Ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go, guys. I'm already scared.
Oh, come on. This ain't even anything.
It's just the entrance, and I'm already scared.
The Haunted Old Park Hotel in Ballinger, Texas is 10,000 square feet of scary.
The idea is to take people through a horror story.
Please, y'all. I'm very I thought she was going to be down there. I really didn't do it.
A horror story is exactly what Malik Mingo, Emily Haddad, and I felt like we were going through.
This place is really big, and we have about 30 scary actors that are really going to bring it.
Even though we didn't get the full effect or go all the way through the whole thing, the ghost stories continued after the tour was over.
I never thought we'd actually own a haunted hotel. I never thought that would happen, but here we are.
Dan Lefevre and his wife Connie bought this historic hotel, which they say is actually haunted, about 2 years ago. They told us they have encounters all the time.
In this hotel, we see it all. The most common, I want to say the most exciting experiences are when people see what are called full body apparitions. They look like you or me. They're very solid. They're dressed in usually historic outfits. You can tell something is not right by the way they look and the way they're dressed. Sometimes they look at you, sometimes they interact with you, other times they're just doing their own routine.
The pair says they've heard footsteps, followed them, but no one was there.
I don't know how y'all do it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm all about Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, but that's what I'm saying. To be here by yourselves.
Other times, they see figures walk from room to room.
You want to walk back there real fast?
Not by myself. I love my life, child. I love meeting new people, but they gotta be alive.
But they gotta be alive.
They gotta be alive.
Besides owning and running this functioning hotel, both Connie and Dan are veterans, have many different degrees and talents, and are school teachers who also do a little ghost hunting on the side.
I have been doing the paranormal for 20 years now. I started for the same reason that a lot of people start. I had some really scary experiences.
Fast forward to now, Dan has written 3 books about those experiences.
And most people would be surprised where the paranormal exists.
And to the skeptics, Dan has this message.
Everyone has their own opinion. And what I've always said is it only takes one really compelling paranormal experience for somebody to really be pulled from the side of being a skeptic to being a believer.
So are you glad you didn't go?
Yes, I am actually very glad. I probably would not have been able to sleep the whole weekend.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
It was a
my
little,
gosh.
little spooky.
It was really
Did you
cool
have
though.
a favorite part, or maybe something that terrified you the most?
I did.
You did? What was it?
It was that hallway, remember?
Oh, the one we were-
The
yeah,
one
the
that
hallway.
had the most activity. Because again,
Yeah.
that's an actual haunted hotel.
Oh.
And those two people are ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, we're standing in a hallway where you can literally just see people passing by. And he showed us some pictures. It was insane. As you can see, I have on my clothes now.
Yeah, he's complete.
I'm
His
complete.
costume is complete.
It was such a great time. I had such a good time. Oh, thank you, my dear.
Oh, you're welcome.
So I had a great time, and I know Emily, she was a little skeptical, but she
Yeah.
had a great time too. She had a really great conversation
Yeah.
with one of the ghost hunters.
And they're they explain it in a way and that it's good conversation. No matter what you believe or if you're a skeptic or whatever, they really do a great job just kind of talking to you and explaining it.
It was fun.
And it's like a full story throughout the whole.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like a
continuous story
movie.
throughout the
Yeah,
whole
it was
thing.
like a movie, and they actually did a scene
Very
from
creative.
the Exorcist movie
Oh,
in
no.
that. Yeah,
No.
so that's when we were like, okay, bye.
Yeah, so happy I did not go, but it really looked like a lot of fun.
It was.
It was interesting.
We
that's
had a
for
great
sure.
time. And then we ate
Yeah.
at Alejandro's.
Alejandro's.
Sorry, my sister. We ate there after, and it was so
good.
It's
Shout out
really
to
right
Alejandro's.
next door. So
Yeah.
we had such a great time. That was actually my
I
first
missed
time in
out.
Ballinger.
I know. Welcome.
That's okay. Next
Shout
year
out to
might be.
Ballinger.
Next year.
Shout out to Ballinger, and also shout out to Community Medical.
Yes.
Because coming up next, they are telling us everything we need to do. We need to know if you're about to head out to go eat all that good candy. How much is it going to take to burn off those calories? Who knows?
More
I
than
don't
you
know if
think.
I want to know.
Right? Well, Sonora has all that information and more coming up right after this break. It's Halloween, everyone. Have a good time. We'll be right back after this break.